Excellent. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Happy Fierce Friday to you, December 4th, 2020. My name is Rebecca Johns. I'm a proud Million Mom Movement Council member, and I am here with my colleagues today in our weekly offering to you. And who are you? You are moms, you are dads, you are educators, you are caregivers, you are influencers, you're decision makers, you're people who simply care about you and your family and your community of peeps being educated and empowered to be wise consumers. Wise consumers. So I am blessed today to bring you my colleagues who I count on for their vast knowledge. They are going to get us through the holidays today, not just with their information about how to eat healthy, because I think people know sometimes more than they act like knowing, right? They know healthy and not healthy. The thing is they don't necessarily always know that healthy can be delicious and healthy can be fun and healthy can just work, right? It can just work. So welcome to this gathering of, we call ourselves a roundtable of CEOs. We power moms on the Million Mom Movement Council. We are proud brand partners to Puirum Health Products, organic non-GMO superfood transformation company. And we're real life people helping with solutions in the world for our own families and beyond. So to my colleagues on the council, if you're on the council, please drop the letter C down in the comments so our people can get to know us, or type the word council so they can get to know us, see us, start connecting our faces and our names. We are all on social media. Please do not be shy about connecting with us through our social media platforms and ask questions. I'm already going to tell you about my Wi-Fi situation. So I am having some Wi-Fi troubles. So I may need to turn things over at different times to different people. And I already know I need one of my council peers to read the pledge in just a minute. If one of y'all could get ready for that. And Jodi says we're missing Stephanie Dawn. How can we possibly be missing Stephanie Dawn? She is our head honcho. For those of you who don't know, Stephanie Dawn is our chairwoman, and Carmela Velarde is another council person. Jodi, I know that she is traveling for business today, so she will not be with us. And Nayeva Flory, our colleague in Hawaii, I thought would be on today, so I don't know what to say about that, but I know this much: Jodi and Taz and we're those kinds of moms that are like 57 people in one. So we're going to hold it down for you today. Okay? We're going to hold it down for you today. So let's just push this back and forth a little bit, girls, shall we? So let's talk about the Million Mom Movement first. Our purpose years ago was to be 1,000 moms in 100 cities helping 10 families eat healthier. And that vision quickly shifted because we realized, while moms by great percentage are the decision makers, are the shoppers, are the ones kind of picking and choosing the lifestyle of the family, there are also households where that's not the case. And thank you, Jodi. And there are lots of situations where moms need education, dads need education, caregivers need education. If you're like me, I hospiced my own parents for 5 years. Superfoods made a huge difference in the quality of their food system and their eating and their living and even their dying. So the full spectrum of people, if you love food, if you need food, this conversation is for you. But the Million Mom Movement has a particular pledge, and it's our promise to be this for ourselves, but also to empower you to be this. So listen carefully, because you have the opportunity now to take this pledge. Go ahead, Jodi Bear.
Million Mom Movement Pledge. I pledge to defend the health of my family and of myself. I pledge to reject GMOs, artificial ingredients, trans fats, and overprocessed foods. I pledge to educate myself, read labels, and lead by example. I understand that my actions today will positively impact the health of future generations. I am committed to sharing this mission until we are 1 million moms strong.
And then some. I think 1 million might be our baseline for that okay, we were probably doing something that we said we were going to do. It says we're about something. And I just got a little love note that our dear sister and fearless leader, Stephanie Dawn, is on the call. Steph, it's okay. I'm having technical difficulties. We're missing some people. So we're just kind of rolling, you know, like life is just like we say yes to what it brings and then we adjust. So with that pledge in mind, I want you to know that the Million Mom Movement has given you a platform to stand on with taking that pledge yourself. We are not just saying take that pledge and then good luck with how it works out for you. We're saying if you will take that pledge with us to be in that front line for your own family and for the community that you're a part of, then we promise you each week in these calls to give you tools. We promise to mentor you in your brand partnership as a brand partner to Puirum Health Products and using their real food revolution to be the vehicle that you deliver high-powered nutrition into your life. We also empower you with business and business tools, business acumen, business mentorship, because we know that your health and wealth sovereignty are crucial and vital to you living your optimal life. And one of the tools we give you to make a difference and we ask you to be part of is our petition to General Mills. General Mills, the creator of Cheerios, which contains more glyphosate parts per billion than any other product on the market, we're asking them to take that cereal and their line of products off the shelves to begin a dialogue with us about it, to take those things off the shelves and replace them with clean alternatives. Now, until the world catches on that feeding us poison with food isn't cool, Puirum offers its food, and we offer you this petition. So it might be a second because we're kind of multitasking, but we're going to get you the petition into this thread, okay? Yes, I said Cheerios as a product on the marketplace has the most parts per billion of glyphosate than any other product, okay? Really important because a lot of times we're like, oh, put a bunch of Cheerios on the baby's tray and let them eat, or grandma loves her Cheerios because she's been eating it for 50 years, or whatever. You get the gist. I have friends that eat it every morning and are like, it's my childhood in a bowl. And I'm like, yeah, but there's a lot of poison in it. So we've got to like be active, and this petition is a great opportunity. And yes, it is promoted through all sorts of channels. Now, there is something else to us, and that is that in some cases, people are dealing with hardship situations where perhaps coming into this business opportunity isn't quite possible for them. Stephanie Dawn, are you in a position to talk about the scholarships, or would you like me to run with that, my sister friend?
I'm happy to talk about it. And greetings from my kitchen. I'm putting together my my morning shake as I'm listening to you. So thank you. The Million Mom Movement scholarships are a way that Puirum shows just how big our heart is. Every month, we give $10,000 worth of superfoods. And I don't think we include in that amount, you guys, the amount for the launch pack. So we might need to change that. But we also give away a free business. And so these scholarships offer women, men, families, moms, dads, and even grandparents, if they're the caregiver of a family of small children, you know, we won't, you know, you don't have to be a mother who gave birth to the children that are in your family, is what I'm trying to say. So the scholarships are a way for those who are really wanting to create a business with Puirum, to be a brand partner, to do that and to receive mentoring and to receive coaching from the entire council, as well as whatever team that they find themselves on, depending on who their upline is. And so the way that you can find out about these scholarships is to go to www.millionmommovement.info/scholarships. And it is a business forward scholarship. And we are all about holding our recipients accountable to that. So thank you so much for the opportunity to share. Rebecca, back to you.
Thank you so much, Stephanie Dawn, making it possible for all of us on the council to be as fearless and fierce as she is, with amazing opportunities like this. So I'm going to introduce my other cohorts, my other partners in crime of transformation here. My sisters, Jodi Parker and Taz Ferrier, are two fierce mamas. Jodi's going to take the microphone first today because I want her to talk about not just what the segment is that's coming up between the two of them, but I want Jodi also, if you would, Jodi, the company has designed something and has a new offering on the table. You were very instrumental in making it happen. So whether anyone on this call knows it or not, we're going to tip our hats to you, lovely Mama Bear, and say thank you for the new family transformation pack that the company's made available. So Jodi, would you please take it away and tell us all about that?
I would be happy to do that. So I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. And now I'm going to start singing like my daughter at the beginning of the call. So here at Puirum, we have a lot of packages, and we do weight loss and we do detox and we do fitness. But at the Million Mom Movement, we're about families. And so we wanted to create a pack for all of you that the entire family could partake in. And that launched about a week and a half ago. And we're very excited. And so I'm going to tell you what's in the pack. And I want to say up front, as I'm explaining this pack, that if you buy this pack and you're really interested in sharing these superfoods with other people in your life, you can get the business for free with this pack. And then myself and Tess, we have all kinds of recipes for you. And we took this pack and we made them into recipes for you. And we're going to show you how you can take the holidays and just up level them that much more and get all your superfoods in while still having your standard holiday treats. So you can let go of the guilt and still keep all your holiday traditions. So really quickly, what's in that pack? MVP Kids protein. It's a pea protein, tastes like cold hot chocolate, has 120% of your daily vitamin D. And if you think about what's happening in the world right now, you know that vitamin D is really, 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 really important to protecting you from illnesses. It also has 100% of your vitamin C. Those come from mushrooms and amla berries. So this is all whole food. We also are going to include in this pack the green spectrum, which if you were on the beginning of the call, you saw a green treat that I made my kids this is what was in it. So this has, I haven't counted in a while, it's roughly 20 green foods, from dandelion leaf to spirulina and chlorella to kale and broccoli sprouts and, you know, all the good greens that you already know you should be eating. This comes in the pack. You can get it in regular flavor or lemon flavor. You have your choice of one of these. Can you see it? I've got a glare. Can't beat this. Or biofruit. Okay, so why do you have your choice? Can't Beat This is one of the most popular products in the entire Puirum line. It's beets. It's really good for oxygenating your body. It supports your liver. It supports your spleen. It tastes like fruit punch. It has a little bit of caffeine in it. It's alkaline caffeine. It's not going to make you jittery. I cannot do caffeine. I've never done coffee or soda in my life. This I do just fine on. And my older kids drink it all the time for soccer because it's so good for sports performance. But some families don't feel comfortable with giving their kids any caffeine. And so you can choose the biofruit instead. They're similar. This one has beets and pomegranate and a whole bunch of other stuff in it, ginseng. This one also has beets and pomegranate, but this is more fruit associated and this is more sports performance associated. Great to replace your coffee with, your daily coffee. Then you also get Aloe Digest, which tastes like apple juice, but think about what aloe does when you get a sunburn. It's going to do the same thing internally. It's going to help your gut heal. It's got probiotics, it's got prebiotics, it's got food enzymes. And if you pair it with this, which also comes in the pack, Ionic Elements, it will detox glyphosate from your body as well as other toxins and help you mineralize your body. So this is a gluten-free way to replace Biomedic. So that's in our pack. And then there's two more things in the pack. The cherry, you get two of these. This is Montmorency cherry concentrate. That is all that's in it. You can see how thick it is. It is, one serving is the equivalent anti-inflammatory ability of taking 2 ibuprofen. It's high in natural melatonin. What that means is it helps your body create melatonin, which is the hormone that your body needs to get restful sleep. Its antioxidant value is equivalent to eating 7 to 10 pieces of fruit in 1 serving. And it tastes great and kids like it. And then finally, this tincture, it's called Kids Immune Shield. That's a little bit of a misnomer because adults can take it too. The directions on it are by weight. And it's got all the echinacea, both echinaceas and elderberry and amberberry and shiitake and astragalus. It's amazing to support immune health. So that is everything that is in the pack. And what we did today is Tass is going to tell you how you can integrate this into a holiday meal or into holiday breakfast. I'm going to show you how you can integrate it into holiday dinners. And then we both have some desserts to share with you. So Tass, and I'm just going to tell you up front, her food's prettier than mine because she's an overachiever. We were laughing about it this morning. So Tass, take it away and show them all your pretty stuff.
Thank you, Jodi. Okay, so this is beyond my comfort zone, okay? Being in the kitchen and incorporating this in our life because like basically this is how we live, okay? So I'm showing you how to do it easily because, you know, we're busy, right? So we need to do things easy. So let me show you. So we start breakfast, okay? I have it all around me. It's everywhere. So I made some crepes. I made some gluten-free delicious, easy crepes. We'll be posting the recipes later, okay? And in the crepes, what did I do? I took the power shake and I just mixed it with tropic oil. So you mix it with tropic oil, it becomes like a paste like this. I added it in the fridge so it hardens. And then I just spread it on the crepe, roll it up, roll it up. How pretty does that look? Well, it could get prettier. So this is what we do. I use the apothecary, which is super delicious. And instead of maple syrup, why not use this? Just drizzle it on top of the crepe. Like how beautiful is this? With the power shake and the apothecary, this is like Christmas. And of course, why not have some fruit? Add some organic berries. How does that look? Does that look amazing? Okay, so this is the crepes. I have so much stuff to show you guys, so let's get to it. Let's get to the stuff that melts first, okay? I made some sugar cookies. Look at these sugar cookies, okay? This is a 2-ingredient cookie, believe it, okay? I become like the 2-ingredient queen here, okay? So this is 2 ingredients. All this is almond flour and maple syrup. That's it. And then I made it into a dough and I rolled it out on parchment paper. And then I took the organic spectrum, I added with tropic oil, and I put it in a little Ziploc bag like this. And I just decided to pipe it. You know, you just pipe, you make your little designs. How easy is that? And now you can incorporate it. You could do other ones too. Do one with biofruit, do one with a can't beat this, and then you can have the kids join in and like, let's make sugar cookies, right? Instead of those super unhealthy sugar cookies that they sell everywhere. This is a great way to enjoy the holidays, involve your kids, and it's super simple, right? How easy was this? Tropic oil, organic spectrum, biofruit, anything. Can't beat this. So easy. Exactly. I love this tropic oil. And so what did I do? Okay, my son is like eating all the cookies. Wait. Yeah, there were more, guys. Okay, so I made gingerbread men. Okay, do you know how I made these? I took the same dough that I used for this, the almond flour and maple syrup, and I added ginger, organic ginger, and this is my secret for the holiday season, the organic pumpkin spice. This you can add everywhere. This makes your it makes your house smell amazing, and it makes everything festive, right? So I just added some of that in here. Oh yeah, and I added some lemon zest in here as well. So when I add the green spectrum, it just brings out the lemony in it. Delicious. And then you just use the same dough, break it in half, and you make a gingerbread man. Women, whatever, you know. And I just took a toothpick and I made some eyes and I made some buttons. How easy is that? And then you could do the same thing with the frosting and say, guys, go ahead, enjoy. Okay, and now I'm super, super excited for this. Okay, yes. Okay, I recently bought these things. Okay, I love using tools. Okay, as busy mamas, we need to find something to help us in our life. Okay, it needs to be as easy as possible. So these things are to make chocolate chips. So look at this. Can we see this? I made chocolate chips. Here I made, Jodi, are you looking? Look at these chocolate chips. I made Power Shake. Can we see? Power Shake. Like, I feel like I can give it to you guys. Can you guys reach? Power Shake. Can't beat this. Spirulina. And I used blue spirulina because I needed some color. All I did was mix it with the tropic oil. That's it. And I put it in here and I put it in the freezer. And look what I got. Amazing. So what did I do with this? Here is a great idea. I mixed, I put gluten-free oats, organic gluten-free oats into a blender and I made it into flour, okay? And then I added eggs. That's the exact one I used, Jodi. Same wavelength. So that's the one I used. And then I just added some beans, some organic beans. Use any bean you want, okay? Chickpea, it needs to be like a white bean because we want a white cookie, right? And then I just added the chocolate chip on top because now this is a raw cookie. How delicious is that? And any kid would love this. And sweeten it as you wish. Add some maple syrup, add date syrup, add anything you want. It needs to be personalized, right? I want to show you how versatile these ingredients are. Use what you have. Okay, next. Okay, what are these? What are these? I have a problem when we go to the mall shopping in the food court, you know, cinnamon bun places. Oh, they're intoxicating, right? But they're full of sugar and they're so bad for you. Well, here's a great way. This is my cinnamon bun. 2 ingredients, guys. 2 ingredients. Gluten-free flour and organic pumpkin. That's it. That is it. I rolled it out. So you know what's inside? I don't know if you guys can see on the inside. So I rolled it out. And what I did is I sprinkled, of course, the pumpkin spice everywhere. I added more cinnamon. Like, look inside of this. How amazing does this look? And you know what else is in there? Fiber blend. And I added the fiber blend, the caramel apple. It's amazing. And on top of it, you know what I did? Instead of sugar, I did cashew butter and coconut cream. Coconut cream and cashew butter. I added vanilla, but you can add whatever you want, whatever sweetener. And I just poured this on top out of the oven. So everything became caramelized. My house smells like Christmas. Yes. I want to share with you guys, you know? Okay, so I had to my background is I'm Brazilian Venezuelan, married to an Italian. So I have to incorporate the whole, cultural into Christmas. So what do we make a lot? This is an Italian tradition, pizzelles. I make pizzelles all the time. And these are super healthy pizzelles. As a child, they would sell these pizzelles and I would eat the whole thing. They're so addictive. But this is made from almond meal, tapioca starch, so easy to make. It's like 4 ingredients. Reach out to me, I'll send you the recipe. And this one, I just coated it in MVP. I just made an MVP with tropic oil and coated it. So perfect. The kids can snack on it. It's full of protein, healthy fats, and they're getting their full dosage of vitamin D and C. Okay, Next. Okay, I'm very excited about this. Okay. Okay. He wants to eat everything, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so yes. Okay, so in here, okay, so I just received the almond cow. If you guys don't know what that is a machine to be making your homemade almond milk, but not just almond milk, all your milks, you know, and now there's no additives, there's no oils, there's nothing. I can control the organic and raw nuts that goes in, and it's so fast. So I made cashew milk yesterday, cashew and Brazil milk. So that's what I have here. I frothed it. I put it in my Nespresso, just the milk. This is a great thing to give the kids as a treat. And I use the cocoa spirulina. Have you guys tried this? This is a mint cocoa spirulina. I use this for hot chocolates all the time. But I'm doing not just a regular hot chocolate. I decided to kick it up a notch. So look what I made. Have you been seeing this on TikTok with these like dome of chocolate? So I made chocolate. Let's try this. I've never done this before. And it's supposed to melt. It's supposed to melt in here. It's not melting, but I'll show you what happens to it. I'll show you what happens. It opens. Lucho, can you bring me like some cutlery or like a spoon or something. And it opens and the cocoa spirulina and thank you. And the marshmallows are in here. Let me show you. Oh, do we see? Do we see it? How it's like mixing? Do we see it? Oh, I can't. I need a camera crew. Sorry guys. So that happened. Okay, so this is a great way. It's very cool. And I also made some chocolate. These are chocolate fudge. I made it with MVP and tropic oil. And all I did was use the mold. I have these little bow molds. I just threw it in. And how cute is that? Just add it to your milk. The kids will love it. And it's like a little fudge. You know, there's no guilt. You feel good giving it to them. And I also found these vegan marshmallows that are peppermint. So, you know, just throw that on it too. This is a treat. There's no guilt. You feel good giving it to your kids. So there's no worries there. Okay, what else did I make? Okay, I did, remember the whole like cultural thing? So I had to add a little Brazilian to this meal, right? My son is eating. Okay, so these are called pão de queijo, okay? These are supposed to be full of cheese bites. I grew up on cheese, okay? Hence all of my issues in my life. So I had to learn how to redo it healthy. So this is with tapioca starch, which is like manioc, like a cassava flour, and a organic vegan cheese. Okay, I use a Mayoconos cheese. That's it. And you can add a little bit of fiber blend to this. And look at that. This is like gooey and yummy and addictive. Really addictive. The kids are like eating this nonstop. But you know what? I feel good about them eating it because it's all healthy. So you don't have to monitor them and tell them, you know, don't eat that. It's okay because having a healthy relationship with food is super important, right? Okay, let's see what else I have here. All right, I made muffins. Okay, these are like a 1-cup muffin. Okay, I threw everything in there. I threw oats, I threw fiber blend, I threw basic chia seeds, hemp seeds. I threw everything in there. Pumpkin spice, cinnamon, and then I made some granola. And this was the easiest granola to make ever. This is gluten-free oats and some hemp seeds, chia seeds, coconut tropic oil, fiber blend. I love the fiber blend. It keeps you full and the kids love it. So what I did, I made it like a crumb on top and I just added the granola on top of the muffins. So they get that extra crunch. My kids don't like when nuts are in things. when they see nuts and things, they're like, no, we can't eat it. So this is a great way to get the crunch on top, and they don't have to have it inside. And my, like, I can say this now, my famous 2-ingredient cookie. These cookies are 2 ingredients, as most of my recipes are. It's the MVP Kids and applesauce. And that's it. And then you add your chocolate chips, and that's it. You can add your homemade chocolate chips. You can add anything. You can use a pumpkin puree. You can use bananas. You can use any puree that you have in your house. This is what we're showing you, that it's not one recipe. Make it your own, whatever you have. Like for the cinnamon buns, if you have potato, use potato. If you have applesauce, use that. You know, it'll be great as well. Vegan yogurt. You could replace that with vegan yogurt. There's so many different ways that you can make this your own. Oh, I also love making a tahini sauce with that. And tahini has so much calcium. So this is a great way to incorporate this into your kids' health as well. So I saw that Jodi made those broccoli bars, right? So I decided, well, I need to be making this too, right? But I didn't have any Rice Krispies. Well, what I did have, we use this cereal that is made out of beans. It's like lentils and beans, and it looks like Cheerios. It has the same shape. So I did the organic spectrum and the MVP Kids, and look at this. Doesn't this really look like broccoli? How amazing is that? This is delicious. It tastes like really a chocolate bar. It's really, really good. What else am I missing here? I think we're complete. I think I did a lot of stuff. So I will be posting the recipes on the Million Mom Movement blog, because I think you guys all need to try these recipes. And now that this is done, like, my son has a go that he can eat everything, because he's been waiting all day. He's been picking, and I'm like, no. So you see some of the cookies has like a bite. That's because I'm like, no, wait, this is for the Million Mom Movement call. So thank you guys. Any questions? We are here for you. So take it, Jodi.
All right, cool. First of all, drop me a 5 in the comments if you could take all of this and you could take all the things in this pack and you could get your entire family on board. And as of January 15th, you could join the Million Mom Movement Council and do a whole family nutrition makeover with this family nutrition pack. Are you starting to see how easy this is? So Tass and I, you should see us when we get on video calls, because this is how we live every single day. So this past Sunday, I went live on my timeline. You can go look it up. And I talked about what we eat for breakfast every day. The kids mix the MVP Kids and the barley grass juice and the green spectrum and the carrot juice plus and the MVP Sport and all this stuff into their hot cereal every day. Like, this is how we live every single day. But how do you turn it into a family dinner? Right? And especially during the holidays. And so that's what I am going to tell you about. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. Now, keep in mind, both Tass and I are the kind of cooks that go, oh, I've got this and I've got this and I've got this, and I'm going to throw it in a bowl and I'm going to mix it all together and I'm going to heat it up and ta-da, dinner. Okay, so some of this we don't measure, we don't know exactly, we know a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And so bear with us. Some of the desserts we do have written down, like, bit by bit, but some of this you're going to have to just play with it, guys. So let's start with a traditional favorite for Thanksgiving and Christmas: cranberries. This is cranberry sauce. This is homemade cranberry sauce. My 12-year-old told me this year that this was the best cranberry sauce I have ever made. It's fresh cranberries. Just bought them at the store, the fresh cranberries you can get during this time of year. And I just followed the package. And the package said you need half a cup of water and half a cup of brown sugar. And I went, no. And so I took a whole cup of water and a half a cup of dates, regular old dates, just dates. I threw them in. She was talking about tools. All right, I don't have quite as many fun tools as she does, but I have a Vitamix. I took my cup of water, I threw half a cup of dates in my Vitamix, I blended. And then I cooked the cranberries in that. I added a tablespoon of apothecary, a tablespoon of carrot juice plus. Now, carrot juice plus is not in the family nutrition pack. I highly recommend you add it. This and the cocoa hydrate are the two that I would add, and the fiber. But anyway, I added this, and I added the biofruit. If you don't get the biofruit, you could put the can't beat this in it. It would taste good too. Just a tablespoon of each of those. I cooked them just like you're supposed to. You boil them for, 5 minutes, and that's what it looks like. And it was really, really good, but it's really easy to make this healthy. The other thing, Raquel is saying you could add tropic oil. You could. Oh yes, add the tropic oil to the whole thing, because I use tropic oil in all this. You could add into this, but the carrot juice plus has the rice bran solubles in it, which is going to give you the good fat. And this is really high in vitamin A, and you can't absorb vitamin A unless you have fat in the meal. In holiday meals, there's plenty of fat though. So you probably don't need to worry about it in your cranberries, but just keep that in mind. So next thing that's tradition for holiday meals, candied sweet potatoes. This is candied sweet potatoes. We ate this as dessert on Thanksgiving night. All I did was take the sweet potatoes and cube them. I threw them into, you could do it in a crock pot. You could do it in your oven. I did it in one of those I have one of those Salad Master electric frying pan things that you can cook in, and I just sealed it up. You can vacuum seal it. So I put water on the bottom, put a layer of the sweet potatoes, the pumpkin pie spice. Guys, it's the pumpkin pie spice. You don't have to use pumpkin pie spice. You can also use, I have it all out, I won't show you. You can use ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, cloves. And from a ratio perspective, cinnamon's gonna be the most, nutmeg is going to be half that, and so is the ginger, and then the allspice and the cloves are going to be a quarter of the cinnamon, and that's really how you're going to work with it. But what I did is I put that, I sprinkled that on, I put a little bit of sea salt. I brought both of these out. This is Himalayan, this is real salt. This one is more closely aligned to what the minerals in your body are, but this one's darn close too. You can use either. Why is sea salt different? Because it has all the trace minerals in it. Table salt is just sodium chloride. That's why it pushes things out of balance, because in your body, potassium and sodium have to be in a 3-to-2 ratio. And in sea salt, you've got all your minerals, not just that sodium and sodium chloride. So that's why sea salt is so great. So sprinkle a little bit of that. And then I took the tropic oil. Where is it? Here it is, the tropic oil. And I literally took a spoonful and chunked it with my fingers and sprinkled it all around because it was solid. And then I did another layer of the sweet potatoes and the seasoning and the coconut oil. And then at the very end, I put some maple syrup on the top of it and I cooked it. And that was it. And the other thing I want to tell you, I did leave, I don't know if you can see this, I did leave the skin on. There's so many nutrients in the skin, so much fiber. So I left it on. The kids ate it. You just have to cook it till it's soft enough and they won't even know they're eating skin. So let's talk about mashed potatoes. I don't have those in front of me, but really easy. You cube them, you steam them. Most people throw milk and butter and salt and pepper in their mashed potatoes. Well, in our house, we're allergic to milk. We don't do the milk at all. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and then forget the fake stuff. Get a real garlic clove. Get yourself one of these to mince your garlic. Put that in your mashed potatoes with the olive oil and some sea salt and pepper. Ta-da! Healthy mashed potatoes. Again, leave the skins on. Your kids will eat them, I promise. But it's just a real simple way to keep the holidays healthy. All right, I got one or two other things here. All right, so you want greens, right? We're in Puirum, we like greens. We're gonna have a salad, or we're gonna have Brussels sprouts or green beans. You need a dressing. This can't beat this dressing. This recipe is already on the Million Mom Movement info website under recipes. This is not my recipe. This has tropic oil, and olive oil and apple cider vinegar and can't beat this and fresh garlic and fresh peppers and basil. And we added, this isn't on the recipe on the thing, but we added some coconut aminos to that to just give it a little bit more sweet. It tastes like balsamic vinaigrette. I kid you not. And I just threw all of those ingredients in the Vitamix because it's my best friend. So that's a really easy way to make a really healthy salad dressing. You don't have, I make another salad dressing that's 1-to-1 olive oil and apple cider vinegar. And then I put fresh turmeric, fresh ginger, fresh peppers, like a jalapeno, fresh onion, sea salt and black pepper, because you don't absorb the turmeric without the black pepper. And you can throw like a spoonful of green spectrum in there. You won't even taste it because you've got all those other flavors. So your kids will still drink it. It'll look like Christmas because it's green. And it's the one time you can convince them to eat green food when any other time they wouldn't, because it looks like Christmas. So now you have red and green salad dressing. Ta-da! We're doing great. All right, let's see. Do I have any other? And you can do it into any sauces. Like I make that organic ramen that you can get at Costco, and it's just organic rice and millet, right? And I make that sauce that I just explained, like that salad dressing, except instead of apple cider vinegar, I put coconut aminos in it, and I pour that on top, and then I put green spectrum on top, and I just mix it in, and it's ramen, you guys. It's comfort food. That was my comfort food growing up. I loved those stupid little packs of ramen that like are full of wax that are terrible for you, but you can make it healthy for you. Chop some fresh veggies up. We like the purple cabbage and the carrots, but you can do whatever. All right, 2 things left, because I know we have overwhelmed you. This recipe is already on the Million Mom Movement website. These are called ginger snap bites. They're not pretty. It's not pretty, you guys. It comes out, you make it in a food processor, and look, you can squish it. You can make a ball, you can make a cookie. It disappears so fast in my house that it never turns into anything but a lump, and everybody just grabs a lump out of the food processor. But it's a healthy ginger snap. This is dates, MVP Sport Vanilla, Original Power Shake, regular daily fiber blend, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and sea salt, blended in a food processor. Again, it's already up on that website, Healthy Ginger Snap Bites. My 16-year-old begs for these nightly. He made these. The only reason I have them to show you is because I begged him to leave some so that I could show you today, because he made them 2 nights ago. I'm like, don't eat them all so I don't have to make more. But they're their favorite. And even kids who eat a standard American diet, like I would take them to my theater kids when theater was still happening, and they loved them too. It tastes like a soft cookie ginger snap, but it's basically a raw cookie, right? And then the final thing that I made for you guys today, there's a video in the Million Mom Movement official Facebook group. I made these yesterday live, but when I made them, I forgot the molasses. So add molasses. All right. So you can see the top, it's chocolate, right? And you can see the bottom. It's just a bar. That's all it is. So what's in here? Chia seeds, hemp seeds, roasted salted sunflower seeds, grated coconut flakes. And usually I put Rice Krispie, like the sprouted Rice Krispie brown rice cereal in it, but my daughter ate all of that. So instead I put those gluten-free organic oats in it yesterday. So again, get the idea. You can mix and match. You can use whatever seed you want, whatever nut you want, whatever dried fruit you want, like mix and match. Put it all in a bowl and put a couple tablespoons of the green spectrum on top. That's what made it green. That's why my kids call it chocolate broccoli bars. But it's just the green spectrum. It's the regular. The lemon is going to change the flavor. I wouldn't do the lemon with this because it's just not the flavor you want unless you're making a lemon bar. And then I mix all those in a bowl, and I threw it into a pan that had melted tropic oil and honey. And I forgot the molasses yesterday, but if you throw a little bit of molasses in there, you're going to get more minerals, and it tastes more like caramel because molasses gives it that caramely flavor. And you don't want to overheat it. Put it on very, very low heat, just enough that it melts so that you can stir it together. Otherwise, you're going to break down the stuff that's good for you in the raw food. And I mixed it all in, and then I stuck it on a cookie sheet. All right. This is just wax paper. That's all that is. And I pounded it down. I have a mashed potato thing that's flat. It doesn't have the holes in it. It's just flat. And that's what I pounded down with. You can use the back of a spoon. It doesn't really matter. You can even put it in the wax paper and just press down on it. It doesn't need to look pretty. Like it's not pretty, right? Okay. And then the other layer are those organic 70% fair trade chocolate chips. I think you can get them in most health food stores. And I melted that with tropic oil because you needed it to go further and you need it to harden. Okay. But then I threw the MVP kids in it. Okay. So now you're getting protein. And then I also threw in the biofruit. You can't taste it. Put it in, get some more antioxidants in there. Oh, and I threw in the carrot juice plus, because again, you can't taste it. Put some more stuff in there. And if you're going to put a green in there, I would probably not do the green spectrum. I would probably do the barley green juice because it's such a mild flavor. They will never taste it. The other way you can do this, if you just do this with the Rice Krispies and like chia seeds, then you put the cocoa mint spirulina into the chocolate with a little bit of extra peppermint extract, and then you have chocolate peppermint Rice Krispie treats. Okay, that's how easy this is. It's so easy. So you stir it up on the low heat, you melt it down, you pour it on, you know, you get it all smooth and pretty. You can throw it in the freezer. We didn't have room in our freezer yesterday, and I live in Colorado, so I took it out and I put it in the garage on the car because it was cold enough, and that's what hardened it. All right, and then you can just cut it or break it into pieces, and it tastes a little bit like a Crunch Bar.
Hey,
like kids love it, and it's so good for them. Oh, and you know the other thing you can throw into that honey coconut mix? We got somebody. Did we get them muted? Okay. So the other thing you can throw in with the honey and molasses and coconut oil, or in the chocolate that you melted, throw some ionic elements in there. Now you're getting the fulvic acid that helps you absorb all the nutrition you just ate, and it's a place to hide it. This doesn't taste good. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't taste good. So mix it into whatever you're gonna mix it into. Those bars I made, you're getting all your omega-3s, you're getting all your omega-9s, you're getting a ton of fiber, you're getting all your protein. The other thing I added into the chocolate, because I like chocolate, and the MVP Kids is not chocolatey enough for me. It's like a mild, you know, one of those like cold hot chocolate, you know, those packets that you used to make when we were kids. That's what it tastes like. So I add more cacao because I really, really like chocolate. So I add in a tablespoon or two of more cacao just to give it more chocolate flavor and that deeper, darker chocolate flavor. And there's one last thing that we thought of, and then we are wrapping up. Everybody brings wine on the holidays. You can take your tart cherry and mix it with your biofruit and your Can't Beat This and your Aloe Digest, and you have this amazing drink. And if you want to make it special, go get yourself some of that sparkling apple cider and mix this into that. And ta-da, you have holiday punch. It's healthy, super easy, but now you've celebrated, you've had all your typical traditions, but in a healthy manner that is supporting your health. And right now, we know how important it is to support your health in every way you can. And all these really sugary things that people are eating this time of year suppress immunity by 75%. Let me say it again. Sugar interferes with vitamin C on white blood cell receptors, okay? And sugar wins. And so now white blood cells can't do their job. It suppresses your immune system by 75%. Don't do it. Don't get high blood sugar. Eat all your fiber, eat all your protein. Use complex sugars from molasses and maple syrup and dates. Don't use white sugar. It won't change the taste, but it will change your health. So again, I'm going to reiterate that we as a Million Mom Movement Council are going to start a family nutrition makeover right in the middle of January. It's the Fierce Friday on the 15th, right in the middle of January. We want you all to join us. We want you to bring your people. This is a great opportunity to bring people into the business because hello, we all need extra money right now, and people need a way to work from home. and you bring them in on this family nutrition. And if they're really excited about it, then they join the business too. And now we are getting healthy and wealthy. And I don't think there's anything else to say. So I'm going to toss it back to, is it Rebecca or Stephanie that's taken over now?
Stephanie's going to take it and then I'll close.
Wow, my head is spinning. Are you excited or what? I cannot believe, first of all, Taz, can I come live with you? I'm coming to Montreal. I'm really inspired. I cannot wait for all of these recipes to get into the Million Mom Movement website. The turnaround needs to be fast, ladies, because it's December 4th. So thank you so much. We also want beautiful photos, Taz and Jodi, for your gorgeous recipes. So be thinking about that. There was so much value here. I need to go back and like rewatch this episode of Fierce Friday. So if you're inspired, if you're feeling like I am and you're inspired, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Get onto the social networks, create a story, go live. You know, if you're a brand partner with us, then my goodness, you know about the Widen Your Reach promo right now. Hashtag I am the Million Mom Movement. Hashtag that, use that hashtag and share about your inspiration to have a healthy holiday, and hashtag Million Mom Movement as well. But go public. That's my request to you all, is share your inspiration, share your excitement, share your hope about the health of your family and how you're turning it around. The world needs what we have. That's what I know. The world needs what we have. It needs what Jodi just shared and what Taz just shared and all that we stand for as a Million Mom Movement Council. So thank you so much, Taz and Jodi. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm like, I think we need our own MMM cooking show. All right, Rebecca.
You read my mind. You read my mind. I feel a network being built, and a food cooking show is definitely in order. There is so much to living healthy and happy holistically. And Puirum certainly gives us the anchor in the organic, non-GMO, plant-based superfoods, whole foods that are formulated. I mean, look at these ladies are doing shakes and smoothies and popsicles and cookies and breakfast and lunch and dinner. It really is a real food revolution. And there's so much through the holidays that can trigger you, right? Trigger you to old eating habits and old patterns. There's so much that can trigger you emotionally, even into ways of being or behaving. And that's going to lead me to invite you to next week's conversation, next Fierce Friday. I will be happy to be co-leading the key segment with my fellow councilwoman, Carmela Velarde. She's not on today's call. She will be with me next week. She and I will be talking about transforming winter blahs into winter bliss. So whether you are someone who goes through winter blahs yourself, or there's someone in your family that kind of maybe the winter season, wherever you are, isn't your favorite, sometimes even it's just the emotions that are present during the holiday season. You're missing someone you love, or you're missing where you used to live and the people. And sometimes it's those family dynamics. There's so much that goes on during the holidays, so many opportunities that can knock us off our game of transformation. And so Carmela and I will be coming to you next week to help you stay in your transformation game, mind, heart, body, and soul, to move those winter blahs to winter bliss. So thank you all for being in attendance. Remember to go and visit the millionmommovement.info page, the website, but also check us out on social media, right? We've got our official Facebook page that you can like and official group that you can join. We're on lots of different platforms throughout Facebook for Puirum. And then, of course, our Instagram with the Million Mom Movement. And as Stephanie said, if you go out and do your social media post, whether it's a live or a post or a video, you tag hashtag I am the Million Mom Movement, and we will actually reshare your post on the Million Mom Movement social media platforms and give you an extra little bit of love your way. So thank you all for joining us today. please stick around for get the playback. We will post the playback so you can take this and watch it again and again and again, because this was amazing. Jodi and Taz, kudos and bless you. Steph, you got something to add?
I do. I had to come off mute. Tonight, ladies and gents, tonight.
Oh, that's right.
I'm doing the Biz Op. Dave and Amy are interviewing me for the Biz Opportunity for the family-focused, create your own business at home. So bring your prospects, bring your love, come and support me as I share my journey and how it is that I became a successful Puirum brand partner and the chair of the Million Mom Movement. I'm going to be sharing it all tonight. All right. So much love to you. Take care, everyone. Join us next week. Learn how to care and love for yourself throughout the holidays. We care about you. We're so glad that you're with us. So much love to you all. Mwah.
Real quick, let me toss in there. Playbacks will be on the, we put them in the group, and they're also on the Million Mom Movement official YouTube channel, and you can find them in either.
Thanks, Jodi. Be well, everybody. Bye.